Welcome back, everybody, to more Ben the Human Plays Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We have our new guy. We got... Let's rest here, and you can see him. We successfully recruited Renkailon. He doesn't have a title yet. I don't even think we have the ability... Yeah, we only have 2 authority. We need 3 authority to even be able to assign him, and we wouldn't be... We need 6 insight, and we have 1. But what we could assign him to, if we look here, he could definitely become our Scoutmaster, and then something called a Venatorus, a Master Hunter. I think we just assign him to be the Scoutmaster, because I think that would be useful. But for now, let's rest. Close that. There we go. What are we at? We have 999, so maxed on everything but nutrition. And I think we have just enough supplies to get to Tor'Zag shelter. So let's just do normal resting on the floor of the stable. Alright, no problem. Exchange for news. We shall leave the city. And instead of... we had that mission to help the prince out with the Varuk dynasty. They're like mortal enemies. But instead, we're going to go back to Tor'Zag shelter. We're gonna deal our chitin away, and then we're gonna try and gather up ivory for our friends out in what's the name of that city? Where is it here? In Lumen. The sorceress lady, the scholar, the one that I do the voice for, that one, and her sidekick. So we're going to do this well-traveled road between Devon and Tor'Zag shelter. We've done it multiple times. I was going to say dozens, but that doesn't seem right. So we'll just, you know, split the difference and say many. Our dudes want to be paid, as always. What are you at? Okay, the standard 7. It seems like we accrue for 10 days and then we pay, which is fine by me. Like, they'll remind me, and then I pay them. It's a good symbiosis we have. Keep on going. Well, we gotta make sure when we get to the crossroads that we talk with Buka when we get there. One more rest, and then we'll upgrade our movement speed today. Go past Valarius. We should stop in Valarius at some point, just to get the insight for going there. And we're almost to the crossroads. Stop here. Say hi to Buka. Hello? Any rumors? You have rumors from Onyx Outpost. I don't know if I've heard of that before. And then do you have anything to sell? Nothing. Alright, that's fine. Have a nice day. Off we go. Take a rest. I do like traveling along the road because I feel like scouting doesn't really matter. Like, I don't know if it's patrolled or, you know, it's just lucky or something. Yep, I know. You guys are... You're fine. I don't think we even hit 10 days yet. Alright, into the city. Pay our taxes. And then we will go drop off our faction mission. We will sell our own stacks of chitin. Look at that. We're sitting pretty. Alright, now we need a stack of silver. Dragon steel scraps. So, it's not too much, like, it would be preferable to buy it at Crimson Gate. Metal is always preferable from there or the mine. But saving, you know, 2 silver per ingot, no big deal to me, I think. I think we, how much is it? 8 stacks? Do we even... Jeez. 8 per stack is a lot, actually, now that I think about it. I thought it was more like 20. Or, I mean, sorry. It was like 4 for some reason in my head. Well, in that case, we could do the ivory run. Would it be under... Probably raw materials. Yeah. So a full stack of ivory is only 20. And then if we go to Lumen, we haven't been to Lumen, geez, in like half a year. But ivory... Oop, wrong category. Ivory and Lumen 2.5. So we'd actually be losing, but I think we would just sell. It's actually cheaper to buy it in Lumen. Is it cheaper in Arken? Where is cheap ivory? Maybe there isn't any cheap ivory. I guess Lumen's probably the cheapest ivory, at least of 140 days ago, which is, you know, well out of reason. Let's see what are our faction things. Is anybody going to... Oh, that's right. We usually go to Arken, then we go to Lumen from Arken. Because they don't want to send me directly to Lumen for some strange reason. These guys want me to go back to the Mines of Plenty. Escort, no thank you. Why don't we go back and do the old standby? We'll do the cycle from Tor'Zag's to Arken to Lumen. How far is Arken from here? I always forget. 3 days travel, which is not much. We're down to 2 though. So supplies. I think 3 stacks is good. And we should buy 2 stacks of chitin so we can give those to... What's her name? Or ivory, sorry, I keep calling it chitin. Now, the question is, what else is what is valuable that we could buy here and sell in Arken? It looks like you could make a little bit on bright kelp. How much can you do? You can do 30 stacks of... You get 2, like, tiny coins for that. Doesn't seem super worth it. But so far... Oh, I haven't been sorting by all. So far, that's the only one that you can actually make a profit off of. That one is even. Yes, I like to move things around for no money at all. What's your hobby? Okay, mushroom beer. I remember that now. Mushroom beer is a good one. Depending on how much is available. Pottery as well, I remember that. Looks like pottery is actually quite useful. So pottery, mushroom beer. Okay, so let's see. How much pottery is available? Scroll to the bottom. I realized, I don't remember what episode I realized this in. Oh, we can get just 2 stacks of this. All right, cool. I don't realize what episode I realized this in, but the items are all listed in alphabetical order. So if you're looking for it, even though you can't filter, you can find what you're looking for. Now the question is, I'm a little curious. I kind of want to go through here and see if we can't find that thing. I know it said it was like ghosts. Yeah. So the sky is overcast as you arrive at a clearing within the stone forest occupied by a congregation of mounds from which dull, monotonous chanting and the somber pounding of drums can be heard. Dark, lean poles carved out of the bones of some large animal rise from the top of the hills, and you see tribal banners flail in the wind. Approaching a bit further, you glimpse a small group of orcs gathered around a hillock with a hole dug in its side. In their midst, a prone figure lies on a stretcher surrounded by diverse ornaments, jugs, and weapons. You realize you have come upon a funeral, but something seems wrong. If you are not mistaken, the mourners are clearly arguing about something. It looks like the majority of the group is in disagreement with a single young orc whom, based on his attire, you recognize to be a shaman. The rituals of orcs are none of your concern. You leave, stay where you are and observe the events, or get closer to find out what this is about. Let's find out! What could harm us? Aren't they good people? Are orcs is it like Lord of the Rings where they're all bad? Curiously enough, the orcs argue in common language so you understand what they are saying. The young shaman is up against a whole group of mean-looking angry orcs. He tries to placate them in a calm yet determined manner. But understand, Srenmak, this isn't the right way. I only want the best for Brodmarn, he says. It is the old way, Worgen. The leader of the mourners replies, "The proper way. Broadmarn must be laid to rest as he lived in order to receive his due reward in the afterlife. Amidst a haze of blood and swirling weapons, the snakehead warband won't stand for anything else." "That won't help at all. In fact, I believe he is already damned, and even my ritual would give him but a small chance to find peace." That's not a good way to get people on your side, sir. To tell them that their loved one is damned. Observe passively. The religious squabbles of orcs are none of your concern. Some of those trinkets the orcs are about to bury with the dead look rather precious. Order the comitatus to move a bit further away, then gather a few of your companions and wait until nightfall to have a look. Yikes! Join the argument on the side of Wargern the Shaman. Join the argument on the side of Srenmok and the Snakehead Warband. Join the argument on the side of Worgen the Shaman relying on your knowledge of orcs, which we don't have much of, but apparently is better than either of those. Or join the argument on the side of Srenmok and the Snakehead Warband relying on your knowledge of orcs. What is this? Your race must be orc? Not a thing. We do have Gorgoro. We could turn that into a moderate. We could turn this into a better moderate. I don't know why this is... Maybe it's because it's an easier roll. Let's try the warband. If we're on the warband side and it goes south, maybe they attack us. We did it! Right they are, you boldly proclaim. Baffled, the orcs stare at you, but give them no chance to question your competence in the matter and quickly follow up with some pretty convincing arguments. The members of the Snakehead Warband hum in agreement, and although the shaman heavily protests your involvement, they soon accept you as an advocate for their cause. It doesn't take too long to overwhelm Worgen with your combined efforts. "Have it your way then, you fools," he exclaims as he grudgingly steps aside. Some kind of ritual begins, which involves a lot of warlike chanting, the shaking of weapons, and ferocious drumming. The culmination is quite graphic and shocking. The group proceeds to hack the deceased into pieces, before putting his remains inside the mound and then sealing the entrance with a heavy stone. All the while the shaman stands by with a disapproving expression. As the mourners start to depart, Srenmok approaches you and hands you a small pouch. "We usually disapprove of strangers meddling in our affairs, but you helped us out here. Old Broadmarn may go to the afterlife untroubled now. Here, take this as a sign of our gratitude." With that he leaves too, his warriors handing you several small trinkets. Only the shaman remains, fidgeting around the fresh grave, rearranging ornaments and lighting a few tiny bonfires. You guess he not only conducts burials, but is some sort of caretaker of the cemetery. No reason to linger any further. Approach the shaman. Let's see what we've done. Oh, they gave us some bogweed. We don't have any space, so sorry. We got some trinkets, some money, and then the bogweed we couldn't take with us. But the thought that counts, you know? The shaman has just finished his work on the fresh grave and is about to proceed to some older ones as you approach. Wearily but not in the slightest bit alarmed, he looks at you. "This is no place for strangers," he says. "Is there anything you need? Have you lost your way? You must have. If it's directions you need, I can help you. Otherwise, there's nothing here for you." You reply that you are not lost, but happened upon the funeral and stay to watch out of curiosity. You ask him about the disagreement. "And then you thought, why not meddle in affairs that are none of your concern? Now, is there anything else? If not, I'd rather continue my work in peace, if it's all the same to you." Well, no reason to linger any further. Goodbye. Oops. I mean, we're gonna camp, like, right in the middle of this. We said goodbye, and then we immediately, like, plopped our butt down. Some days are just plain unlucky. Irafon's Saint of Roads just often smiles upon a comitatus as he withholds his boons, leaving you stranded. This day you end up having a little accident. A cart's wheel breaks on terrain quite unexpectedly. It's no one's fault really, but this time the wheel is repaired and the goods are loaded back up. Valuable hours of daytime drift by and you cannot help but feel angry. Well, we only lost 2 movement. It's not the end of the world. We rest, let's get our full movement, and then we will continue on to our town. Oops. Wrong. We will go here. And then, I think we're maybe 1 day out from Arken? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'd be still 1 day out, so, oops. Let's rest. Continue along the road. Again. What are we doing? 4 days of food left. Enter the city. Yep, I know. I know you guys. We've talked about this before. Whoa! Oh, we've had this before. Where the slaves are being beat up by the Sergorod people, and then we tried to free them, and Harvick got mad, and Gorgoro didn't care. So let's just move on. You turd. Oh man, these people. There's no pleasing them, I say. Alright, turn this in. We must keep this for our Lumen business. We have 144. It's possible when we get to Lumen we might be able to just buy it in the market there, but we'll have to see. Alright, do you guys need me to take anything to Lumen for you? You guys do. Is this contraband? Nope, just marble. And also marble. And how far is Lumen from here? I used to do this so often and I've totally forgotten. Lumen is 4 to 5 days, 4 to 5 days. And we have 4 days. So if we... How did this happen? If we top up our supplies, we should be good, and then we can get our own stack of marble. Which we will do now. Great. And we have 4 movement left, so we should use it. Actually, before we leave, we should pop into the Manzui real quick and exchange for news, because that's useful. Anybody want to go to Lumen? 2 people want to go to Crystal, and 1 wants to go to Mirage, so no thank you. We're not heading there. And then we'll get on the way. No point in burning daylight. No, it's just a straight shot across the wasteland to Lumen. This will take us 2 more days to get there, probably. 1 day. Camp. And we're there. Cool. Now we can finally give Kandake some of our stuff. Not Shabeni. Kandake. Kandake's request. See if Kandake has a job for you. Kandake is eager to speak to you while Levantia stands next to her with slate and stylus in hand, looking only slightly tortured. Let's get some work done, shall we? She says in her melodic voice, her zigzag gaze scanning horizons far beyond the narrow confines of the workshop. You tell her you are having a hard time finding the goods you are for your latest assignment. Wasn't it? Did I lose it? I could have swore it was Ivory. She looks like a spoiled child whose toys were taken away. That's not good, she mutters. Now I'm going to. Levantia intervenes quickly. There are other things we need, Domina. Let's dwell on what we can acquire instead of what we can't. Based on the look on her face, you expect Candy to start sucking your thumb, but then she just shrugs. All right. Let's see what else there is. But I'm not happy, Vagrus. Let me stress that. You do know that I will get this task done by someone else, so you're losing the commission for good, right? And I can't promise that your new assignment will be any easier either. You tell her you changed your mind, you will try to get the job done. No, we will do it. Let's check our journal. I should have done this from the get-go. This one. Yeah, we have 40 ivory. Do we need all of it? Oh, it was 4 silver. Do you guys have silver by chance? You have iron. I'm an idiot. Oh man, let's see here. Well, let's turn in our faction things. Turn in, and then sell our own marble. We have a lot of money now. We must have to have all of it at one time, which is weird, but sure. Does anybody want me to take anything to Tor'Zag? I'm just gonna run there straight away. Nope, just the people who get me in trouble, essentially. So let's see here. We'll pick up stuff to take to Tor'Zag. We're just carting this ivory around because I made a mistake. I should have looked at that journal from the get-go, but, you know, it is what it is. Copper, we would make a little bit on. Nothing else I see so far. Still nothing. Oh, linen would be good, because you can carry 15 of that, and it's much less to buy a lot of it. Nothing for wine. A little bit on mushroom beer, and you could carry a lot of mushroom beer. Like 10 more. So linen, mushroom beer. Looks like pottery also, which is interesting, because didn't I buy pottery to take to Arken? That's so strange. So pottery is the cheapest in Lumen. So pottery... Oh wait, I'm looking at it backwards. I'm looking at Tor'Zag's instead of the other way around. That's my bad. This is just a comedy of errors this episode. At least I noticed it this time. That's right, crystal is the one you buy here. That's just a gimme. Cargo, crystal. Just all the crystal. Well, before we do that, how much does it take to get back to Tor'Zag's? Why is it impossible to click on Tor'Zag's from here? It's gotta be like 6 days. So we'll just get 2 stacks. I think that gets up to 6, right? Yep. And then we're gonna fill our inventory with crystal to the ability that we can. So we take all their crystal, and then we'll just call it there. And then we'll get on the road. I've already wasted enough time. Cut across the wasteland a little bit. 9 movement. Yep. It's probably been a long time since I paid them, huh? We'll check. 16 days! Alright, you guys have been patient. Thank you for being patient. Because your absent-minded leader cannot remember to pay you. Onward. Shouldn't take us too long to get to Tor'Zag's. I mean, like, it'll take actual days in game. But it what was that? Like a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe. So to Tor'Zag's we have arrived. Nothing to hide. Pay the tax. Let's offload our crystal. Here you go, guys. And then what do we got for factions here? Still Arken. Mines of Plenty, Arken. Okay, so we want to take stuff back to Lumen. It was pottery was the big thing here. Let's see, how much pottery is available? Down at the bottom. Lots of pottery. Okay, so let's take another 2 stacks of supplies. 6 days, easy peasy. And then we'll stack up 5 stacks of pottery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then instead of leaving, let's go to the Manzio real quick. Obsidian Quarry. Smuggle goods from Valerius. We'll read about both of those. And then exchange for news. And then take a rest. How are we doing? 9995. Let's actually jump this and then end day. And then we're going to go to the thing and then stack up again. So then we're good. Okay, so let's leave to the city gates. And then back on the road. Just like a good trucker. This time we're going straight to Lumen. No offshoot to Arken this time. Oh, the road tax. Jeez, that's expensive. What are we gonna do? Fight the man? Not today, my sons. So we get to the tower, and then we just kind of shoot straight across the wasteland from here. Like it's 323, but I feel like it's probably a little faster, right? So that's 17. If we were to go 14, 16, 18. Yeah, so we can just do kind of a quick math that way, which is kind of interesting. Yep. We had this discussion almost in this exact same spot last time, you guys. Maybe they're a little antsy because I forgot to pay them for 16 days last time. Uh-oh. Jeez, bandits! That's a lot of bandits! We have almost the same amount of problems as far as combat strength goes. Maybe I should buy some more defenders. Choose a goal, defend equally. I don't know enough to like not. So we have shield wall, which costs resourcefulness, and we have at least 10 fighters. Improves fighter defense, subtracts from fighter combat strength. We have flank them, costs vigor and resourcefulness, plus damage minus grit, critical success margin. One of them was, I remember it was like barricade is really strong. Maybe not for this one. I feel like one of them, like I did a barricade and it made it really... The success chance like went way up. But maybe that was because I was fighting... like mounted people? I don't know. That makes it worse. That's terrible. Take out their leaders. Enemy not fleeing, deploy. Take 0 resourcefulness as your first action. And then 2 for your second action. The barricade you can only do on the first one, I believe. Yeah, only in first crew combat, and it takes 1. I think I like this one though. Let's do that. Close actions. Oh, we can do 2 actions at the same time. Oh! We have 3 guys to fight with this time. So let's activate both of these. We'll do makeshift barricade and cull their ranks. So we're gonna get it. Jeez, Louise. All right, guys, this is gonna be a hell of a fight. Oh, sorry. And then Harvick, you start in the back row because you have a pretty strong. Yikes! These guys have a lot of vitality. How come you have a buff? All right, begin fight. Please let me go first. Alright, Harvick goes first. Mantis stab, let's stack as much damage as we can on this guy. Alright, 4 damage. Not bad. 2 for me. 3 for me. I would love it if you guys would start missing. What does this do? Singles out a foe to coordinate attacks against. Does that help? Throws 2 daggers at a foe. Let's do that one. Crit for 3! Crit for 3! Renkailon's a hero! Oh, he went and hid, you coward. Alright, do you guys have armor? They don't. So that doesn't really help us if this is armor piercing. So we're gonna just swing at these 2 fools in the front row. 3 and 1, not terrible. They're shifting around. Harvick's gonna throw some daggers again. So let's go for Bone Lord. 1 and 3, not terrible. Just moving. You kick the Bone Lord into the back row. Or maybe this guy? Who's left? Is that guy? Somebody else? Turtlehead? And the Bruiser. Maybe we don't want to do anything like that. Let's maybe bleed a guy? Let's bleed this dude. Crit for 5! Bandit leader? They're fending me? He's moved to the back? And it is Gorgoro's turn. So Gorgoro, what does this do? Challenging Roar. Affects foe minus damage, minus accuracy. So let's use it on the... Are you the leader? Yeah, let's use it on the leader. He's been debuffed. They're just shifting around. They're terrible tacticians. Throws iron caltrops for bleed damage. Enemy walking onto them will be hampered. Let's throw it into this middle guy. So now if anybody moves to that position, they'll be hampered. Let's bleed that guy. We've been hit for 1. Blocked, good job. Another 1. 2, they're just chipping. They're chipping Gorgoro down. Not good. Let's see if we can't stab this fool for 3. If we can take this guy out, that would be great. All right, Harvick, I need you to back up, my friend. Can you kill this dude back here? You can. You can. Oh well. You could have. We've been stabbed. He's moved. Are you gonna bleed to death, sir? Are you bleeding? He's been debuffed. He does have he does have bleed damage, so he'll die. So good. Now we need Renkailon to get some more of his power back. We've been rigorous jabbed, and then we've been smacked. They're slowly whittling us down. How come you didn't die? Do you have to be damaged to be killed? To be killed? Ah, 1 damage each sucks. Alright, Mantis stabbed this fool. Oh, the dreaded misses come back to haunt us. Alright, Renkailon. Oh, that guy did bleed to death. Great. 1 and miss. Dang it, you guys. Fended. He's moving. Alright, Gorgoro, please kill this idiot. Oh, he's got 1 health left. 2 health left. Alright, we blocked it, thankfully. We've been pushed back. Harvick, jump forward and kill him. Yes! We're down to 3 enemies. 1 of them is very wounded. Let's focus fire this guy. I don't know what that does. Gorgoro's been stabbed. And so has Harvick. We're getting into some shady trouble here. For 8! Whoa! Okay, so we didn't have to kill them all. Interesting. Our guys are pretty beat up, though. Alright, our dudes are down for the count. Round 2 of 3. Pursue the enemy? We do have a lot more damage than they do. So let's see. What are our actions here? We could go shield wall, which just makes things better. And we do have 1 resourcefulness left, so we might as well. And I don't think we have any other actions to do, so... Shield wall it is. Oh, we can't shield wall and pursue. Oh, yeah, we can. So shield wall, pursue. Took a little more damage, but we kicked the crap out of a lot of them, actually. Successfully warded off. A lot of damage dealt. Give them time. Spend 2 movement points. Yeah, we don't need to move. So let's give them time to heal. Hey, good healing for some people. Some people died, but you know them's the breaks. We lost 5 fighters. Holy God! We succeeded. We barely beat them. Their crave was fulfilled. Interesting. They took some of our stuff. How dare you? Well, on to Lumen, and then let's force march to just get there and enter. And then we need to get to the Manzio. We're down to 8 fighters, so let's actually just hire the whole lot. Total workforce needed is 12, so we have plenty there. Exchange news. Let's go to the market, drop off all of our pottery. At least as far as things being taken, supplies are such a... I'm such an idiot. How many people were watching the episode and they're like, you fool! You went to Tor'Zag's just to buy silver. Oh my God. Well, anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. I'm going to run back to Tor'Zag's off camera, get the silver, and come back. So it's like I didn't screw up. Anyway, you got to have a taste of some bandit fighting. I hope that was fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. If you want to see more of the Vagrus playthrough or my other videos, subscribe to the channel. That also helps out a lot. But until the next time, you guys, when I screw up again, I hope I see you then. Bye, everybody.